I arrived in London rain, with my suitcase rolling slow. Paddington was breathing steam under lamps with golden glow. Footsteps crossed the platform like soft drums in the grey, and the morning wore a coat made of clouds and yesterday. A taxi line was waiting beyond the station door. Red buses moved like lanterns on the wet and shining floor. I watched them through the window with rain upon my fur. The city did not hurry, it only seemed to purr. I found a little corner where the old clock faced the hall. Travelers held their coffees and maps against the wall. Someone dropped a ticket, someone laughed into the phone. London felt like many stories, quietly walking home. The air was cool and silver, with the smell of bread and rain. A violin played somewhere near the underground train. I followed that small melody past posters blue and red, as if the city whispered, "Take your time instead." Outside the station awning, the morning opened wide. A black cab crossed the puddles with the river in its side. I did not know the streets yet, I did not know their names, but every window glimmered like it knew why I came. So I stepped into the weather, with London at my feet. A little black cat wandering through the music of the street. One more city, one more morning, one more road to understand. And rain wrote the first sentence of my journey through this land. Fog over Notting Hill made the houses softly glow, pink and blue and buttercream in a quiet little row. I walked along the pavement with rain still in the air. Every painted doorway looked as if it had a prayer. A bakery opened slowly with warm light on the floor. The smell of butter drifted through a half-unlocked door. I paused beside the window where croissants cooled in lines and watched the morning gather on the silver street signs. A woman swept the doorstep of a shop with flowers outside. Yellow roses, paperbacks, and postcards tucked inside. She nodded to my shadow as I passed beneath the blue. Maybe every city lets a stranger wander through. The fog moved down the railings like a scarf around the day. A bicycle leaned sleeping where the children used to play. I followed little alleys without needing where or why. Sometimes travel starts with simply looking at the sky. A cafe played soft piano from a speaker near the till. I sat beneath the window watching fog over Notting Hill. Teacups rang like small bells. Spoons moved slow and bright, and the morning turned to music in the pale and gentle light. I wrote inside my notebook, pastel doors and quiet rain. A street that felt like dreaming before it learned my name. London opened slowly, not with noise or grand display, but with fog upon the rooftops and a cat who lost his way. city breathed in cold. A little plate of scones sat beside my travel page, and butter melted slowly like sunlight finding age. The room was full of whispers and coats on wooden chairs. A newspaper lay folded near the quiet marble stairs. I listened to the teaspoons touch the porcelain in time, a small and gentle rhythm for a traveler's state of mind. Outside the old white buildings stood calm beneath the gray. Black umbrellas opened, then floated down the way. I watched a passing schoolgirl skip around a puddle wide, and London seemed much warmer from the window side. I wrote about the station and the foggy pastel hill, the bakery in the morning, the street that stayed so still. Then I drew a little paw print beside the word arrive, because a place feels real when small details come alive. The waitress brought more tea with a smile that did not rush. The room held gentle jazz in a velvet kind of hush. I tasted jam and rainlight and a corner of the day. Kensington was quiet in an old and graceful way. When I stepped back outside, the clouds began to thin. The city wore its mourning like a soft gray cardigan. One more street was waiting, one more market, one more song. So I folded up my notebook and carried London on. I found Portobello Road after tea and morning rain, with colored stalls unfolding down a long and narrow lane. Silver spoons and records, old coats in careful rows. Every little object had somewhere else to go. A man was selling postcards from cities near and far. Paris in the evening, Rome beneath a star. I poured through faded pictures of towers, trains, and seas, and wondered how much memory could fit inside these leaves. A street musician played near a cart of roasted bread, soft saxophone and brushes floating overhead. People moved around him with coffee cups in hand, and London felt like jazz that learned how to stand. I stopped beside a table where old brass compasses shone, beside a folded travel map with corners overgrown. The seller said it came from a trunk near Camden town. I bought it for a coin and watched the rain come down. For lunch I found a small stand with soup in paper bowls. Steam rose through the market like comfort for the cold. I sat beneath an awning with my map across my knees, following blue river lines and names of streets to see. Portobello slowly faded as the afternoon turned pale. The postcards in my pocket rustled softly like a sail. London had more pages than one cat could read today, so I followed the old map toward the next song on the way. I wore my little raincoat through the gates of Hyde Park. The morning still was cloudy, but the grass was turning bright. Leaves were holding raindrops like tiny glassy beads, and London breathed more softly between the old wet trees. A runner passed beside me with music in his ears. Two children chased a pigeon through the puddles near the chairs. I followed curving pathways without a place to be, park unfolded slowly like a map beneath my feet. The lake was calm and silver, with clouds upon its face. A row of sleepy benches kept their quiet place. I sat beneath an oak tree and watched the water bend. Every little ripple had somewhere else to end. A vendor near the crossing sold coffee from a stand. Steam rose into the morning like a song without a band. I warmed my paws beside it and listened to the sound of bicycles and branches moving gently all around. The city waited outside with buses, bells, and rain. But here the world was slower and easier to name. A duck crossed like a tourist with nowhere left to prove. And I wrote inside my notebook, let the morning move. When I left through the west gate, the sky was opening blue. My raincoat smelled of leaves and the road felt almost new. London had a softer side beyond the station grey. A park full of wet green music at the start of my second day. The square near Covent Garden light. The stones were wet and shining from the rain of early night. A juggler tossed 3 oranges beside a violin tune. London felt much brighter under clouds at afternoon. I found a little table by a window painted green, a chalkboard menu leaning where the doorway could be seen. They served a bowl of soup with bread still warm and torn, and a small pie full of comfort for a traveler newly born. Steam rose from the table. The room smelled soft and kind. A couple read a map with 2 umbrellas left behind. dancer turned where the market people stood, and coins fell into music like the city understood. I ate my lunch slowly with my notebook open wide, writing down the names of streets that curved from side to side. Floral Court was calling, Neal Street hummed along. Every little alley had its own small song. After lunch I wandered past windows full of tea, past ribbons, soaps and silver spoons and flowers watching me. A child pointed gently at my black and quiet face. I bowed like an old traveler and continued through the place. Covent Garden faded into afternoon gold, a pocket full of market sounds and soup against the cold. Some cities teach through monuments, some through bells and art, but London taught me lunchtime could be music for the heart. I found a hidden cafe down a narrow Soho lane. The sign was small and golden, half covered by the rain. A bell above the doorway made a tired little ring, and warm electric piano was already whispering. The room was low and amber, with candles near the wall, old jazz records leaning by a staircase dark and small. I chose the quiet corner where the window held the street, and London passed in shadows with rain around its feet. The coffee came in silence with a spoon beside the phone. For a while that little table felt more like a home. The saxophone moved softly behind the brush snare sound, as if the room were breathing without looking around. I wrote about the morning, the park and market square, the soup near Covent Garden, the pigeons in the air. Then I stopped my pencil and let the music stay. Some travel notes are better when no words get in the way. No one spoke too loud. The cafe held the weather like a pocket holds a cloud. When I stepped back outside, the pavement shone again, but the jazz stayed in my whiskers like a warm and quiet rain. London had a hidden room behind its busy face, and I carried out its melody to the next old bookshop place. On Charing Crossroad, the bookshops kept the rain. In little silver mirrors across each window pane, I stepped inside the first one, where the wooden floorboards sighed, and shelves of old adventures were waiting deep inside. There were maps of distant rivers and guides from years ago, with corners bent by travelers who had walked through sun and snow. A lamp above the counter made the paper softly gleam, and every dusty title looked like someone else's dream. I found a book on London with a blue and faded spine. Its pages smelled like winter and quiet borrowed time. Someone wrote in pencil near a chapter on the Thames, go there before the evening, when the river lights begin. I copied down the sentence in my little travel page, then tucked the book beside me like a companion made of age. The shopkeeper was humming to a record low and warm, while rain tapped on the awning in a soft, familiar form. I bought the book and wandered past theaters glowing red, past posters, taxis, umbrellas, and a sky like folded lead. London kept unfolding in alleys, ink and stone, a city full of stories that never walked alone. beside my window. I opened to the Thames and saw the penciled sentence waiting there again. So tomorrow I will follow where the river lamps are bright, with a second-hand book beside me and London turning night. I follow the penciled note from the second-hand book. Go there before the evening, when the river lights begin. So I walk toward the Thames, with rain still in the stones, and the city slowly changing into amber, blue, and chrome. The bridge was full of footsteps and coats against the air. Buses crossed behind me, with their windows glowing rare. Below, the river carried the color of the sky, like a long and quiet ribbon, where the old clouds drifted by. I leaned against the railing, with my book beneath my paw. The page still held a sentence that told me what I saw. Boats moved under arches, with little lamps awake, and every ripple shimmered like a memory on a lake. A saxophone was playing somewhere near the walk, not loudly, not for money, just enough to make light talk. The melody met the water and softened in the rain. London sounded slower than it had beside the train. Across the bridge, the skyline turned its windows one by one. The evening folded gently around the setting sun. I wrote inside my notebook, river lamps and silver weather. Some cities are not seen until the light comes together. When I reached the other side, the night had almost grown, but the Thames kept shining softly, like a path already known. So I closed the borrowed book and blue reflections slip beneath the taxis passing. The pavement held the neon in long and trembling lines, and every narrow doorway had a secret little shine. I passed a late-night bakery with sugar in the air, a theater spilling laughter from a staircase painted red. People moved in clusters under umbrellas low, and London seemed to whisper, there is more than you know. A small cafe was glowing with records on the wall. Someone inside was laughing near a poster worn and tall. I stood outside the window, watching cups and candlelight, then kept my paws moving through the music of the night. A saxophone from somewhere curled around the street, soft as fog on brick walls, warm as soup and tea. I followed it through alleys, past signs I could not read, past raincoats, coats and shadows, and the city's gentle speed. On a corner near the crossing, a taxi splashed the curb, but the rain made every accident feel softer than the word. I shook my little whiskers and laughed into the air. Soho did not mind me, it had room enough to spare. By the time the clock was leaning toward a velvet kind of blue, I had neon in my notebook and rain inside my shoes. London after evening was no longer grey alone, it was jazz beneath the streetlights, guiding every traveler home. Lanterns moved above me like small moons on a chain. I followed drifting steam through a doorway warm and bright, where the windows held the weather and the tables held the night. A waiter brought me tea in a cup without a sound. The room was full of voices turning gently round and round. I chose a little table near the kitchen's golden light and folded up my map for a warmer kind of sight. There was soup in a white bowl and a small plate on the side, something crisp and fragrant with comfort tucked inside. Outside, people hurried past the red signs in the rain. Inside, the evening softened into ginger broth and grain. Inside my notebook, not every meal is planned. Some are found by following warm windows through the land. A city can be tasted in a bowl held close and still, in the pause between two streets and the quiet after chill. The rain became a curtain beyond the restaurant glass. Lantern colors floated where the passing shadows passed. A child near the counter pointed gently at my ears. I blinked like an old traveler, collecting little cheers. When I stepped into the alley, the night smelled clean and new. My paws were light with walking, and my coat was touched with blue. Chinatown stayed glowing behind me in the rain. A small warm plate of London I would carry on the train. Below a quiet doorway, down a narrow set of stairs, I found a basement glowing with coats on wooden chairs. The rain was still above me on the pavement and the signs, but down below the evening it spoke so gently. It hardly crossed the room. A brush moved on the snare, like rain against a broom. The piano held the corners with warm and patient chords, and every little silence opened like a door. I sat near the back wall where the candlelight was thin. A glass of water waited with city shadows in. People leaned in quietly, not needing much to say. London had grown smaller at the ending of the day. I thought about the river and the neon after rain, the small plate in Chinatown, the bookshop by the train. Every place I wandered was still inside my coat, like jazz notes tucked together in a tiny treble note. The saxophone answered softly. The trumpet stepped aside. The bass walked through the midnight with a warm and steady stride. No one clapped too loudly. No one broke the spell. The room knew how to listen, and the music knew as well. When I climbed back to the street, the hour had turned deep blue. London slept in puddles with one more song to do. I carried that late trumpet like a lantern in my chest and walked toward my small window where the rain would let me rest. I left the basement music with a trumpet in my coat. The stairs were damp and narrow. The city held one note. Above me, London shimmered in puddles dark and wide, and midnight opened slowly on the Piccadilly side. The theater lights were fading, but their colors still remained. softly blurred by rain. A taxi crossed the corner with its yellow sign awake, and I followed where the pavement made a silver little lake. The crowds had thinned to whispers near the glowing avenue. A paper cup rolled gently where the evening wind blew through. I passed a closed-up cafe with chairs stacked in a line, and saw my small reflection in the black glass sign. The jazz below the street still moved inside my paws. The bass, the brush, the trumpet, and the room that held its pause. I wrote beneath a street lamp, late music, rainy square. Some nights do not grow louder, they simply stay in air. At Piccadilly Circus, the lights were still awake, turning rain to color on every step I take. I sat beside a doorway and watched the city gleam, like London had become a softly moving dream. Tomorrow waited somewhere beyond the neon glue, with markets, canals, and morning, and another page to do. So I walked back through the midnight with no hurry and no map. A little black cat carrying jazz, like London in his lap. Sunday morning, Camden woke with colors on the walls, painted signs and market doors, and footsteps in the halls. The rain had left the rooftops with a polished kind of shine, and coffee steamed from windows in a lazy little line. I followed crowded alleys where the food stalls came alive. Spices warmed the morning like the city had arrived. A baker smiled and offered a small warm piece of bread. I carried it like treasure past the signs above my head. The canal was moving slowly, with boats in blue and green, their curtains half open to the softest Sunday scene. I sat beside the water with crumbs upon my paws and watched the narrow boats slip by without applause. A guitarist near the market played beneath the painted wall, not loud enough for dancing, just enough to touch it all. People tasted noodles, shared coffee, laughed and turned. Every little corner had a story being learned. Hanging by a silver chain, it smelled of old adventures and a little bit of rain. I did not need to buy it, I only brushed it by. Some objects are like postcards from a stranger passing by. Camden moved behind me with its colors, boats and steam. A Sunday full of small things that felt almost like a dream. London was not only grey or quiet after dark, it had music in the market and breakfast in its heart. Sunday morning, Camden. Sunday morning, Camden. By Regent's Canal, the afternoon moved slow. Boats were tied to shadows where the soft green waters go. I found a little cafe with a bench beside the rail, and ordered coffee quietly while clouds began to sail. A narrow boat passed gently with flowers by the door. A bicycle leaned sleeping the old brick floor. Someone read a paper with their coat around their knees, and London felt much softer beside the canal breeze. I placed my Camden crumbs inside a folded napkin and opened up my notebook to the page where rain had been. I wrote about the market, the colors and the bread, then paused to watch the water carry sunlight overhead. A soft saxophone was playing from the cafe room behind. Not a song for any spotlight, just a ribbon for the mind. The piano followed slowly, like footsteps on a bridge, and every note was resting at the water's quiet edge. I sipped my coffee slowly as the afternoon grew wide. The boats made little mirrors of the houses on each side. No station map or schedule was asking me to go, so I let the city drift at the canal's easy flow. When the cup was almost empty, the sky had turned to cream. I closed my travel notebook, but kept the quiet scene. Some London roads are rivers, some journeys hardly move, and sometimes sitting still is how a traveler finds the groove. The British Museum opened like a book made out of stone, with marble steps and echoes, and travelers walking slow. Rain waited on the windows in a quiet silver line, while centuries were sleeping behind the glass and time. I walked beneath the ceiling where the pale light gathered wide. 1,000 little footsteps moved gently side by side. There were maps of objects that had traveled farther than I understand. I stopped before a statue with a face worn soft and still. Its eyes had watched the ages from a country past the hill. I wrote inside my notebook, old stone, patient hair. Some journeys last in silence, long after no one's there. A child pointed upward at a bird carved into gold. His mother read the label in a voice both warm and low. The hall became a river of languages and shoes, every person carrying a place they didn't choose. I rested near a column with my tail around my feet, thinking of the station and the rain on London streets. Markets, canals, and neon all still moved inside my mind like little museum pieces. I had gathered one at a time. When I stepped back outside, the afternoon was gray, but the city felt much larger than it had earlier today. London held old stories in its glass, its rain, its stone. And I walked back through the evening with more than I had known. Back in my room in Bloomsbury, the rain returned at 5, tapping on the window like the city was alive. My notebook lay open beside a borrowed chair, with museum dust and market sound still resting in the air. The street below was quiet, with lamps beginning low. A cyclist crossed the corner through a little silver glow. I watched the wet umbrellas bloom and disappear. London moved beneath me, soft enough to hear. I wrote about the station where my journey first began, the fog on Notting Hill morning tea warmed in my hands, Portobello postcards, Hyde Park after rain, Covent Garden lunchtime, and the hidden Soho lane. I wrote about the river at evening turning bright, Chinatown's red lanterns and the trumpet late at night, Camden in the morning, the canal slow moving green, the museum full of centuries and things I had not seen. The room grew gently darker, the window held the gray, my suitcase waited open for tomorrow's moving day. I folded maps and tickets with careful little paws. Every paper corner held a place where I had paused. London did not ask me to promise I would stay. It only gave me rainfall and a quiet place to lay. So I closed my travel notebook as the evening filled the glass, a little black cat listening to the city softly pass. I walked to Marylebone with rain tucked in my coat. The streets were calm and narrow, like a softly written note. A small restaurant was glowing behind a window warm and clear. So I stepped inside the doorway for my final dinner here. The table had a candle and a menu printed small. A mirror near the counter held the lamplight on the wall. I ordered soup and bread and something baked in kind, the sort of quiet dinner that lets a city stay behind. Outside, people hurried past the glass in coats of gray. Inside, the room moved slowly at the ending of the day. A piano played behind me with a brush on every beat, and the bass walked like a shadow down a warm and narrow street. I unfolded my old map, but did not need to choose. Tomorrow had a platform and a train with morning news. Tonight was only dinner, only rain, light bread and steam, only leaning gently at the edge of one more dream. The waiter brought a little tart with cream beside the plate. He smiled as if he knew some travelers leave late. I wrote a single sentence underneath the candle glow. Thank you for the rainy streets and all I came to know. When I stepped back outside, the night was soft and brown. Marylebone was shining without making any sound. Some dinners are not endings, some tables are small prayers. A warm room in a foreign city, and a coat hung on a chair. After dinner, I returned to the river one last time. The Thames was holding London in a trembling line of light. Bridges leaned above it with their lamps in golden rows, and every little ripple knew tomorrow I would go. I walked beside the railing with my notebook in my coat. The air was cool and quiet, like the end of a long note. A boat moved through the darkness, with windows soft and bright, carrying other travelers through the middle of the night. I remembered my first morning at the station in the rain, the taxi lights, the platform steam, the sound of every train. I remembered every doorway, every cup and market stand. London had been teaching me to travel with both hands. A saxophone played softly from somewhere out of view, maybe from a bar below or a room the river knew. The melody crossed the water and came back thin and slow, like the city saying softly, you may leave, but you will know. ticket pulls you through. They stay inside the weather and walk along with you. So goodbye, rainy London, with your windows, books and tea, your markets full of color, and your river beside me. Tomorrow brings a new train, another sky to see. But tonight your lights are shining in the travel heart of me.